Hi class and welcome to HSA 6152 Health Policy. My name is Dr. Nancy Shahada and I'll be your professor for this course. So in this video, I'll be providing an overview of how to maneuver through the course. So this is more like a navigational video, just to kind of give you an idea of how to get around in our virtual classroom. So let's get started. So here we are at the home page of the course. By clicking the navigational video, you are taken to this video. And then we're going to jump to the Get Started page. All right, so here we are. And on this page, it kind of gives you information about the course, things that you need in order to be successful in this course. So let's get started. Here is my information to contact me, a little description of this course, Health Policy. And below that, we have the course objectives. And then here, which I haven't posted it yet, but you will have access to the course syllabus as well as a weekly course schedule. And what a weekly course schedule is it just breaks down the course by week, okay? Below that are the materials that are required for this course. So first, we have the Essentials of Health Policy and Law textbook. And then we also have the Learnscapes for Health Policy learning tool, which is also required. The different scenarios found in this learning tool are used in the discussion board assignments. You can purchase both items through the FAU bookstore. If you do buy the textbook through, through Amazon or from anywhere else, you can purchase the Learnscapes learning tool separately. And if that's the route you're thinking of going to purchase it separately, be sure to let me know. All right, so let's see here. Let me scroll a little further down. So here we have some information about academic integrity and etiquette. Take the time to read it over. I have included, what I expect of you in this course when we are interacting with each other. I do expect everyone to be respectful of one another, and that should be reflected in our discussion board interactions or any other interaction throughout this course. Here is some information on the accessibility and privacy policies. Below that is a little section on FAU student success. And last talks about the next steps for the course content, to begin the course content of this course. Now, before I go into that, I am going to briefly go over the links that are found on the left-hand side of our course, okay? All right, so let's get started. As you can see, there's a number of different links on the navigation menu bar located on the left-hand side of your course in Canvas. So we have home, syllabus, modules, announcements, assignments, quizzes, discussions, people, grades. Now, I would like to quickly point out, looking at the assignments, quizzes, and discussions, the links for the assignments are found in each module when it's due. The way I have this course broken down is each module represents a week. So you will find the modules coincide with the weekly course schedule. Now, really quick, when you go to the syllabus, what it does, depending on the due dates of the assignments, you will find all the assignments for this course and the due dates located here, as well as my information located on the top. I may have some extra things on this one, but for the course, when you enter it, you will find specifically the assignments that are for that specific course. And then I'd like to go to the modules. So when you go to the modules link, you're going to find different modules with different content pages. Each module has a couple of content pages. Now you'll find that once you start week 1, each module follows a similar format. Okay, so right here we're looking, FAU technical support, the start here page, which we've went through. But I do want to briefly go over the student's resource module for HSA 6152. And this is where you'll find information about this course. So first, let me jump to the assigned course projects. Now, ignore the dates here. Each course has the due dates for that specific course. But I just wanted to briefly go over this page. So you'll find the kind of like the projects that are covered and the due dates on the top. Then I have included like a sample health policy paper, as well as a sample outline, grading rubrics, information that you may find useful for the different assignments in this course. So I strongly suggest for everyone to go through this page, view the videos that are present, that are included here, and check out the links and the information presented to you. Oh, I'm gonna scroll back down really quick here and go to the next content page. So here is information on instructions regarding your discussion board assignments. What do I expect? And it is important because this is a graduate course. I expect your assignment posts to be well thought out. I expect your ideas to be supported with research. I always, really advise my students to do that. And I expect the same with your responses to your peers. So each discussion board assignment requires you to have 2 responses to your, you have to do 2 replies to your fellow classmates' posts. So you have to read 2 of your fellow classmates' posts and include their responses and include a response for each one. And I expect those responses to be substantive, to add to the discussion at hand, just to give you an idea of what I'm expecting. Now, the next content page here, we have regarding the Padlet wall. There is an assignment in this course where you are required to create a Padlet wall. It is a very easy assignment. And what the Padlet wall is it's literally like an electronic white poster board where you get to put text, images, videos to share information with, in this case, your fellow classmates. And it can be used really for work or any way to kind of share your ideas with someone else. All right, I'm gonna go back to the modules link and let's see what else we have here. Okay, so just want to go through the student resource module and see what I've went through. So we went through the assigned course projects, instructions on discussion board assignments, the Padlet wall. Now, on this content page, there is a video presentation that is required in this course. And in this page, it includes instructions on the 2 video recording tools that I encourage my students to use for this course. They're free online tools, easy to use. One is known as Screencast-O-Matic, which is what I'm using right now, and another is Novio. Below that are useful links for this course and some tips on being successful in this course. And then below that, we have a content page on instructions on how to use Canvas, as well as information on the LearnScapes learning tool, which is virtual scenarios that you will be viewing, and then you will post discussion board assignments based on those virtual scenarios. Then here is the next content page titled Connect to Library Off Campus, information on how to connect to the library when you're off campus. Below that is information on the eSuccess Advisor. And below that is information on remote proctor software, when it is being used, you need some additional information, you go to that content page. And last is information on the accessibility and academic assistance at FAU. Please take the time to go through the schedule, the weekly course schedule, the syllabus. Go through the content pages found in the student resource module. You want to feel comfortable maneuvering through this course, as well as understanding what is expected of you and using the information I have to help you succeed in this course, or using the information I'm presenting to you to help you succeed in this course. So now I'm going to scroll a little further down. Here we are at week 1. Now I'm not going to go through the weeks. Each module opens the week prior to when it starts. Usually it opens on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. And as you can see, the breakdown is usually an overview of the materials and assignments. And there's a weekly introductory video for each week found in that first content page on the overview of materials and assignments. Then the second content page of each module includes the PowerPoint presentations for the assigned readings, as well as information from the chapter. I do want to include that you will find assignments that are due, as well as video lectures on the assigned readings in the first content page. Okay, so when you go to that first content page, you will find all that information there. Again, the second content page includes the chapter PowerPoints as well as information from the chapter. And then the third one includes videos for this week. And these are videos that touch on the topics that we're covering during that week. And last include the links of submitting assignments, completing our discussion board assignments, completing a quiz, whatever is due that week. All right, I'm going to scroll back up. I think that pretty much covers it. I would like to wish you all the best of luck. I look forward to having a great semester with you all. And just remember, if you have any questions, concerns, never hesitate to contact me. You can always contact me through email, course message, or you can text me to the number found on my syllabus. Best of luck, everyone, and I look forward to having a great semester with you all. Take care. Bye.